When darkness still shrouded the earth, when humanity knew nothing of phones, cars, or the internet, they already knew how to tell stories. And among the countless tales passed down through generations, Greek mythology stands as one of the most magnificent and profound treasures of humanity. More than just ancient fables, Greek mythology is a complete mirror reflecting an entire civilization, where gods, heroes, and monsters coexisted in a universe simultaneously ordered and chaotic, grand, yet intimately human. What is mythology? For the ancient Greeks, mythos wasn't just storytelling, it was a living philosophy, a vital compass for them to decipher the world. Each deity represented a fundamental principle. Zeus embodied supreme power, Athena, wisdom, Poseidon, untamed instinct. Every battle, every prophecy served as a profound metaphor for humanity's inner conflicts, between ambition and morality, between reason and primal urges, between the desire for immortality and inevitable death. Greek mythology doesn't literally teach us to live virtuously. Instead, it teaches us to truly understand our own nature, including its darkest and most complex aspects. Every story begins with chaos, the primordial void, an infinite emptiness from which all else sprang forth. From this swirling, unformed abyss, the very first entities emerged. Gaia, the mighty Mother Earth, the enduring foundation of all life, who then gave birth to Uranus, the vast sky, as her own sun. Nyx, the mysterious night, a veil of darkness and dreams. Erebus, the deep darkness, companion to Nyx, residing beneath the earth. And Tartarus, the endless abyss or pit of torment, a realm of deepest hell. And often, Eros, the primal force of love and desire, the driving force for creation. It was then, in a primordial union, that Gaia, Mother Earth, coupled with her own son, Uranus, the sky. From this union, the first formidable generation of gods was born, the powerful Titans. These colossal beings, giants of immense power, ruled the cosmos with raw, untamed might. Among them were Oceanus, master of the primordial ocean, Rhea, the future mother of the Olympians, and Kronos, the youngest and most ambitious, who dared to challenge his own father. But then, children rose to overthrow their father. Kronos, the Titan leader, famously castrated Uranus with a sickle, seizing dominion over the universe and imprisoning his elder siblings. Poetically, he himself would later be overthrown by his own son, Zeus. This wasn't merely a coup, it was the Titanomachy, a cataclysmic war of epic proportions that shook the heavens and earth for 10 long years. Zeus, with his siblings and allies, finally vanquished the Titans, imprisoning many in the depths of Tartarus. This cyclical pattern of usurpation and ascension is a central theme in Greek mythology. Those who seize power will eventually be overthrown by the next generation. A relentless, fated cycle of dominance and rebellion, revealing the inherent instability even in divine rule. After defeating the Titans, Zeus and his triumphant siblings ascended to the sacred peak of Mount Olympus, a realm of unparalleled beauty and power, ushering in the glorious golden age of the Olympian gods, the new rulers of the world. Each took their rightful place, commanding a fundamental aspect of the cosmos. Zeus himself, the All-Father, commanded the skies, thunder, lightning, and upheld justice and order, though often swayed by his own desires. Poseidon dominated the turbulent seas, unleashed devastating earthquakes, and embodied untamed instincts, a god of raw elemental power. Hades guarded the gloomy underworld, the realm of the dead, and the destiny of mortality. His quiet, stern rule was essential for balance. Athena championed wisdom, strategic warfare, and justice, born fully formed from Zeus's head, representing pure intellect. Apollo embodied the radiant light of the sun, music, poetry, prophecy, and healing, a god of unparalleled beauty and diverse talents. Aphrodite was the personification of love, beauty, and desire, yet her influence also brought discord and impulsive passions. We also find Hermes, the swift messenger of the gods, guide to the dead, and patron of travelers and thieves. Demeter, the goddess of harvest and fertility, whose grief over her daughter Persephone shaped the very seasons. Hephaestus, the lame blacksmith god, master of fire and forge, crafting magnificent weapons and tools for the gods. And Dionysus, the vibrant god of wine, revelry, and ecstasy, representing the untamed joys and sorrows of life. What's truly fascinating is that these gods were far from perfect. They were riddled with envy, jealousy, infidelity, vengeful desires, and petty squabbles, often acting in very human ways. Zeus, the king, was notorious for his many affairs. Hera, his queen, for her bitter revenge on his lovers and offspring. Poseidon for his explosive rages, and Apollo for his sometimes cruel punishments of mortals. It is precisely these flaws, these intricate web of passions and paradoxes, that make them seem more like us, complex and contradictory, rather than distant, flawless symbols. Their imperfections offer a profound reflection of humanity's own struggles and contradictions. Greek mythology isn't solely about the divine struggles of gods and titans. It speaks volumes about human destiny and nature, exploring the triumphs and tragedies of these seemingly small beings full of immense will. Their stories, though often tragic, illuminate the human spirit in its defiant pursuit of meaning amidst a predetermined existence. Prometheus dared to defy the will of Zeus himself, stealing the sacred fire of knowledge to bestow upon humankind, sparking civilization. For this selfless act, he endured an unimaginable, eternal punishment, chained to a rock with an eagle devouring his liver daily. A stark reminder of the cost of defiance. Account. Pandora, the first woman, was a gift from Zeus, designed to punish humanity. Her irresistible curiosity led her to open the fated box, unleashing all sorrows, plagues, and evils upon the mortal realm, yet mercifully also leaving behind the most precious gift, hope, forever trapped within the box, a testament to humanity's enduring spirit. Oedipus, the tragic king, famously killed his father and married his mother, not due to malice or evil intent, but because of a cruel and predetermined fate meticulously orchestrated by prophecies he desperately tried to escape. His story is a chilling reminder of the limits of free will in the face of destiny. Then there's Sisyphus, cursed by the gods to forever roll a boulder uphill, only for it to roll down each time it neared the top. An absurd, endless punishment for his deceit. Yet even in this futile task, philosophers argue he asserted his free will by finding meaning in the struggle itself. Or Icarus, who flew too close to the sun despite his father's warnings, his ambition leading to his tragic fall, a powerful metaphor for humanity's daring dreams and the dangers of hubris. All these tales illustrate one powerful truth. Humans, no matter how hard they strive, cannot fully escape the cycle of destiny. Yet precisely because they know this, they continue to fight, assert their free will, and define their own meaning in the face of the inevitable. One cannot discuss Greek mythology without mentioning its most terrifying and iconic inhabitants. The legendary monsters, beings of horror and wonder that populate the myths. Hydra, the multi-headed serpent of Lerna, whose heads would regrow twofold when severed, a seemingly unconquerable foe for Hercules. Cerberus, the monstrous three-headed hound with a mane of snakes and a lion's claws, guarding the entrance to the underworld, preventing the living from entering and the dead from escaping. Chimera, a terrifying hybrid creature with the body of a lion, a goat's head growing from its back, and a serpent's tail that breathed fire, a monstrous embodiment of chaos. And Medusa, the Gorgon maiden with a head of venomous snakes, whose petrifying gaze could turn any soul to stone, a tragic figure cursed for her beauty. Beyond them, we find the Sphinx, a winged beast with the head of a human and the body of a lion, posing riddles to travelers, the Harpies, winged spirits of storm and vengeance, or the treacherous Scylla and Charybdis, sea monsters that posed an inescapable double threat to sailors. Monsters weren't merely foes for heroes to conquer, they were profound metaphors for the deepest fears, the darkest aspects, and the hidden desires within human nature. They symbolize the chaos within the human psyche, the consequences of divine wrath, or the challenges that force heroes, and by extension all of us, to confront our limitations, and ultimately, our true selves. You might think these stories are mere relics of a bygone era, confined to ancient texts and dusty museums, but take a look at the world around us today. Modern superheroes often carry the undeniable echoes of Greek myth. Superman, with his godlike strength and moral compass, is a rebirth of Heracles. Wonder Woman is quite literally a child of the gods, an Amazonian princess of Themyscira. Thor, though Norse, belongs to the same mythological archetypes of powerful deities that embody natural forces and moral dilemmas. Blockbuster films like Clash of the Titans, Percy Jackson series, and countless others directly adapt or draw inspiration from these tales. Video games like God of War, reimagining Kratos' journey against the Olympians, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Immortals Phoenix Rising immerse players directly into these ancient worlds. From textbooks and modern art to philosophy and even psychology, think of Jungian archetypes derived from these universal stories, all remain undeniably influenced by the monumental shadows of Zeus, Athena, Hades, Prometheus, and their brethren. Greek mythology never truly dies. It is reborn every time we retell it, through the language and lens of a new age, proving its enduring power to inspire, warn, and reflect the timeless human condition. Behind every god lies a profound principle about life. Behind every story is a symbol yet to be fully deciphered. And before us lies an entire mystical universe, where gods, mortals, and fate intertwine like an endless classical tragedy. Join me in stepping into that world, where you will not only witness stories, but also discover profound truths about human nature and the cosmos. For Greek mythology, truly, isn't just about the gods, it's about us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the ancient world. If you found truth in these tales, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Mystic Lore Unveiled for more profound discoveries. See you next time as we continue to unveil the mysteries.